Russian military aviation spans more than a century of continuous development, covering multiple political systems, industrial bases, and combat doctrines. From the earliest biplanes of the First World War to modern stealth aircraft and unmanned systems, this video presents a complete catalog of aircraft used by Russia across all major historical periods. This is a full reference overview, documenting every major category of Russian military aircraft from World War I to the present day. This catalog covers aircraft operated by Imperial Russia, the Soviet Union, and the Russian Federation from approximately 1914 to the modern era. The focus is on fixed-wing and rotary-wing aircraft used for combat, reconnaissance, transport, training, and support roles. The structure follows a chronological and functional progression, reflecting technological evolution and changing operational requirements. This presentation is encyclopedic in nature and intended as a comprehensive reference. Early military aviation. World War I era. The emergence of military aviation in Russia began during the First World War, primarily centered on reconnaissance and artillery spotting. The Sikorsky S-16, a single-seat fighter developed by Igor Sikorsky, was produced domestically and used for air defense. It featured a rotary engine and forward-firing machine gun, providing limited air combat capability. The Sikorsky Ilya-Muromets, a four-engine heavy bomber, was manufactured by the Russo-Baltic Wagon Factory. It served as a long-range bomber and reconnaissance platform, notable for its enclosed crew compartments and defensive armament. Foreign aircraft such as the Farman MF-11 and Voisin 3, produced in France and assembled under license, were widely used for reconnaissance and light bombing due to limited domestic production capacity. Interwar period and early Soviet development. Following the Russian Civil War, Soviet aviation focused on standardization and industrial independence. The Polikarpov R-1, derived from the British DH-9A, functioned as a reconnaissance and light bomber aircraft. It became one of the first mass-produced Soviet aircraft. The Polikarpov I-5, a biplane fighter, served as the primary interceptor in the early 1930s. It was used for air defense and pilot training. The Tupolev TB-3, a four-engine heavy bomber, introduced all-metal construction. It supported strategic bombing, transport, and airborne operations. World War II. Great Patriotic War aviation. During World War II, Soviet aircraft production emphasized simplicity, durability, and rapid output. The Polikarpov I-16, a monoplane fighter, provided early war air defense. It featured retractable landing gear and was used extensively despite limited high-altitude performance. The Yakovlev Yak-1, developed by the Yakovlev Design Bureau, served as a frontline fighter. It balanced speed, maneuverability, and ease of maintenance. The Lavokin La-5, a radial engine fighter, replaced earlier wooden designs and improved low-altitude performance. The Ilyushin Il-Shturmovik, an armored ground attack aircraft, supported close air support missions. Its armor protected the engine and cockpit, allowing sustained low-level attacks. The Petlyakov P-2, a twin-engine dive bomber, performed precision strike and reconnaissance missions. The Tupolev Tu-2, a medium bomber, combined high speed with significant payload capacity. Early Cold War and jet transition. The post-war period marked the rapid shift from piston engines to jet propulsion. The Mikhail Gurevich MiG-9, the first Soviet jet fighter, provided initial experience with jet operations. The MiG-15, powered by a swept-wing design, served as an air superiority fighter. It featured heavy cannon armament and high climb rate. The Ilyushin Il-28, a jet-powered light bomber, supported tactical bombing and reconnaissance. The Tupolev Tu-4, a reverse-engineered strategic bomber based on the B-29, enabled long-range nuclear delivery capability. Strategic aviation and long-range bombers. Strategic aviation became a central component of Soviet defense policy. The Tupolev Tu-95, a turboprop strategic bomber, provided intercontinental range and long endurance. It remains operational in updated variants. The Tupolev Tu-16, a jet-powered medium bomber, served in maritime strike, reconnaissance, and missile carrier roles. The Tupolev Tu-22M, a supersonic variable geometry bomber, supported long-range strike missions with conventional and nuclear payloads. Fighter and interceptor development. Cold War air defense required high-speed interceptors and multi-role fighters. The MiG-17, an improved MiG-15 variant, offered better transonic performance. The MiG-19, the first Soviet supersonic fighter, focused on interception. The MiG-21, a lightweight delta-wing fighter, served as a multi-role aircraft with high production numbers and export usage. The MiG-23, featuring variable sweep wings, improved radar and missile capability. The MiG-25, a high-speed interceptor, specialized in countering high-altitude threats. The MiG-31, an advanced interceptor, introduced long-range radar and missile systems for strategic air defense, ground attack and close air support aircraft. Dedicated strike platforms supported land forces. The Sukhoi Su-7, an early jet strike aircraft, provided high-speed ground attack. The Sukhoi Su-17, a variable geometry development, increased payload flexibility. The Sukhoi Su-25, a heavily armored close air support aircraft, focused on survivability and precision in attack at low altitude. Multi-role and air superiority fighters. Later Cold War designs emphasized flexibility. The Sukhoi Su-27, a long-range air superiority fighter, combined high maneuverability with advanced avionics. The Mikoyan MiG-29, a lightweight multi-role fighter, supported frontline operations with short takeoff capability. Transport and support aircraft. Operational reach required dedicated transport fleets. The Antonov An-2, a utility biplane, supported logistics, training, and liaison roles. The Antonov An-12, a turboprop transport, enabled medium-range cargo delivery. The Ilyushin Il-76, a strategic airlifter, provided heavy cargo and airborne troop transport. The Antonov An-124, a heavy transport aircraft, supported oversized payload operations. Rotary wing aviation. Helicopters. Rotary wing aircraft expanded tactical mobility. The Mil-Mi-4, an early transport helicopter, supported troop movement. The Mil-Mi-8, a multi-role helicopter, became the backbone of transport aviation. The Mil-Mi-24, an attack and transport helicopter, combined firepower with troop-carrying capability. The Kamov Ka-27, a naval helicopter, specialized in anti-submarine warfare. The Kamov Ka-52, a modern attack helicopter, introduced coaxial rotor design and advanced sensors. Post-Soviet and modern Russian aviation. Modern Russian aviation focuses on multi-role capability and system integration. The Sukhoi Su-30, a multi-role fighter, supports air superiority and strike missions. The Sukhoi Su-34, a tactical bomber, provides long-range precision strike capability. The Sukhoi Su-35, an advanced air superiority fighter, incorporates improved radar and engines. The Sukhoi Su-57, a fifth-generation stealth fighter, emphasizes reduced radar signature and networked operations. Unmanned aerial systems. Recent decades introduce unmanned platforms. The Orlan-10, a reconnaissance drone, supports battlefield surveillance. The Forepost, a licensed UAV, provides medium-range intelligence gathering. The S-70 Okhotnik, a heavy unmanned combat aircraft, is designed for strike and support roles alongside manned fighters. This catalog has documented the full spectrum of aircraft used by Russia from the First World War to the present day, spanning fighters, bombers, transports, helicopters, and unmanned systems. The overview reflects continuous adaptation to changing technological and operational demands. This concludes the complete reference presentation. For additional catalog-style military aviation content, consider subscribing for future releases.